Well, hi there. Dave Leinweber. I own Angler's Covey, like he said, and I also own Pikes Peak Outfitter and Colorado Tackle Pro. We're in this big building on the west side of town that we built, and when we did that, we had a whole bunch of great growth, but then we didn't. Things kind of leveled off, and so we asked our customers, what keeps you from fly fishing? And this number 3 question, the river is always too crowded, came up that always, mostly 65% of our customers are telling us that the river is too crowded. That's a problem for a business if my customers can't find a place to go fish, right? So we had to do some thinking about this, and so there was kind of a challenge that we started trying to engage with. And because here's the problem. The South Platte River is 8 miles of fishing, and that's where everybody was going. Colorado has 9,000 miles of fishable water and 2,000 lakes. So it wasn't really a problem with availability, it was a problem with information. So we quickly put up a website and listed 64 places that you can go fly fishing, and we immediately noticed an increase in our business. The other engagement that we had with our customers was this idea that most people want to go fly fishing, but they just don't know how. And it wasn't a matter of tying knots. It was really about where do I go? What do I do? How do I connect? I don't know anybody. And so I thrusted myself into the community. I joined a bunch of organizations. These are all the organizations I became a part of. And I started engaging business leaders and people in our community several years ago, about 5 years ago or so is about where we're at. And in 2012, a study came out. And all of a sudden, this became interesting. The outdoor recreation economy came out in this 2012 report. $646 billion is what the outdoor industry. The auto industry is only $340. And $13.2 billion is what Colorado gets out of that piece. That's a big nut. And so anyway, I started engaging with this because I was asking the chamber, why is tourism and outdoor recreation not part of the chamber? And they didn't know. And so we went down a path. We kind of organized a group that we put together in our shop, and we had different people from the community that just came together, and we discussed it. Luis Benitez has been appointed by the governor for the Office of Outdoor Recreation, and out of that, we kind of spawned off a new organization, which is partnering with the Colorado Springs Chamber and the regional and the Visitors Bureau. We now have Pikes Peak Outdoor Recreation Alliance, and we're a year old, and we're going like crazy right now. We've set up some core values. Our values are that we want to be an initiative to make the incredible assets of Pikes Peak area an economic driver for our region. We want to grow the outdoor industry. We want to inspire people to pursue outdoor recreation. We want to strengthen the industry by establishing best practices. We want to steward outdoor environments, and we want to advocate. Why? Because we got some challenges. We got some cool places, right? Garden of the Gods, right? Well, they had 2 million visitors. Can we put 3 million people there? How about 4? What will that look like then, right? No pain, no gain. You got to pay a meter to go the incline, right? And will we ever see Waldo? I mean, we've got some issues that need to be leaned on. The Forest Service in 1998, this was how many employees the Forest Service administered their forests now. 2015, here's where we're at. That's fire. That's what's happened with fire suppression. We've got some issues, and so we're trying to lean in on this. The outdoor industry is a group of companies around the country. They have 1,300 members. Colorado Springs has 4. When do we become an outdoor community? Well, that's what we've started. We started bringing people together, and we started having a conversation. How do we bring back this notion that Penrose had when he came here and saw this great place? So we are going to have this Monday is going to be our first ever State of the Outdoors. It's going to be at the City Auditorium. It's going to be at 4 o'clock. We've got a great lineup of speakers, and there's opportunities to engage. In your paper right there is an ad that you can kind of read about it in the Business Journal. We'll have another ad out on this Friday's Business Journal, so come and check it out. Thank you.